Hello, friends. How are you? You're very welcome to a wonderful four-bedroom detached property, which I'm going to show you today. I think that a lot of you are going to enjoy looking at this property because it's beautiful, and particularly I love the back garden. So do stay tuned to the end when we have a look through that. This is a property, it's a four-bedroom detached property at Ashgrove, which is just on the edge of Bay Estate, close to all amenities, along the Avenue Road, very convenient to Blackrock as well. There's several national schools in the immediate vicinity, and you're right beside Dundalk Retail Park on a bus route into town. I could go on and on and on about why the location of this property is excellent. But one thing that I will say to remind you is that these properties, they very rarely come to market, and they have the benefit of wonderful big sites. So in this one, you're going to see around me here, I'm in the front of it. There's great parking. There's super enclosed gates here, so there's great security. If you want to close the gates behind you, pull the car in, and then it's a lovely mottled tree covered space. Gravel at the front, and then you can also see here there's an integrated garage in this property. So this is a four-bedroom detached property. There are 3 reception rooms, 2 bathrooms, and it's fair to say it's a property which whoever next owns this property is going to have a wonderful time putting their own stamp on it. There are elements of the property which will warrant upgrading, to speak particularly about central heating provision required, but the house itself is just a joy, and it's a prize in itself. As I say, um, it's lovely. I'm just here. Look, it's a great house. We're going to have a look through now. It's 150 square meters. I'm waiting on the BER cert, so all of that information will be included in the pack when you see it coming onto the site. And so here we are. Let's have a little look inside this gorgeous home. So we're heading in through the lovely entrance porch into the entrance hallway. It's a very unusual staircase, this spiral staircase, but actually, although it's not going to be for everybody, something that I do like about it is that it is allowing the light to come through the property. So you can see here, we're in the entrance hallway, tiled floor here, so very practical. And directly in front of me there is the downstairs bathroom, okay? So this property is flanked on either side of the hallway by receptions. So I'm going to go into the first reception room here. This is a lovely, lovely room. It runs the full length of the house. So in fact has dual aspect. It has the benefit also of that lovely sort of nicely varnished semi-solid wooden floor. And you can see as we go around, great proportions and just a lovely room. It's a very calm, peaceful space. That's a sliding door at the end, which leads out to the back garden, which we're going to come to shortly. And there you can see there, what's been put in place there is an electric stove around a nice mantelpiece, and then gallery window, and that's the room. Also to point out, the doors downstairs, most of them have this sort of Georgian effect glaze panel, another very clever method of bringing light through the house. But that's a super space. In fact, this room is even big enough for zoning if you wanted to, for example, create a little bureau space in one part and then TV room or family room downstairs, down at the far end. But either way, I think that's gorgeous. And I love the big oversized mirror there over the fire. Now we're going to go on through to the next reception room, which is more like a little family room. Again, a tiled floor makes it very practical. And you can see here a little freestanding solid fuel stove to pump heat around the place. Okay, as I say, this is a lovely, comfortable little room. Nice little improvised window shutter treatment there on the window. And just a lovely little spot to maybe read a book, watch the telly, and relax. And then through these additional louver doors, we're into the kitchen. The kitchen is at the back of the house. It's quite an ample space, and as you can see as we go along, buckets of worktop space, which is fantastic. So you have there, for example, that's a freestanding, all of those appliances are freestanding. And then sink and a half there. And then there's extra storage there beside the door. And extra storage there as well. So there's a lot of storage and a lot of worktop space too. Now we have an integrated garage here. We're going through what is a little sort of informal pantry area and into the garage. So it's simply storage space. However, and it also gives access onto the back garden there. Stay tuned for the back garden. So whilst this is a very basic space here, it actually holds immense potentially, because at the other side of this wall is where I just was in that little family room, that little TV room. So if you wanted to, there's an up and over garage door at the other side of that panel. You could actually integrate this into the house if you wanted to, and it would be a fairly straightforward job subject to the appropriate planning. Now we're going along here out to this. Great space. This is a triple aspect sort of sunroom space at the back of the property. It's almost 360 windows and doors. So there's lovely light here. It's actually lovely and cozy here because obviously you're getting the solar gain coming in, and it's a lovely spot from which to enjoy the garden. So this room already is zoned. So you see here, you have that nice sofa sitting area there. And when you're sitting here, you're just able to sit and look out at your garden. So whether you're watching your plants grow or watching your kids grow or whatever you like going on in your garden, you can sit here and enjoy. You've got a front row seat. And then here at this side, zoned for dining area. And you can see there, it's a very ample space. Now we're going to come out to the back garden later. We'll carry on inside. So far we've had 3 reception rooms, 1 guest WC, and an integrated garage, which holds immense potential, and the kitchen. Back out to the hallway. That's the WC. And we're back out to the front door. Now we're up at first floor level. I'm going to show you 4 great bedrooms and the bathroom. So to begin with, this is the first bedroom. There's some built-in storage and a hot press on one side. You can see that this is currently being used as an office. Okay. Lovely view of the back garden. And from here, the reason that I'm showing you this is so that you can see it's great privacy. And it's a lovely, lovely size. So that is bedroom number 1. This is the bathroom. It's got a bath with a shower attachment, fully tiled, black and white monochrome. That's at the center of the landing. And then the next bedroom, you can see in this instance, the same as before, it's a wooden floor, a timber floor, which has been painted, but it's a lovely big room. Look at that. I mean, you'd say there's a freestanding storage wardrobe space here, but also there's lots of built-in storage there. This is a great size. And there's lovely light because of that lovely big back garden. And there's really very little interference, with sort of neighboring gardens or anything like that. Little peep of the mountains there. Okay. So that's number 2. And again, as I say, lots of storage here, but additionally, lots of moving space in the room. We'll move on now to number 3. Now, number 3 has been repurposed in more recent years as a dressing room. So obviously very, very easy to bring this back into use as a bedroom if needed. It's probably a small double. Okay. But again, very good size. I love the green. It's like an apple green. And then across to the 4th and final bedroom. Again, a great space. Now there's built-in storage over on the other side. It's a double room, as you can see. This bedroom is carpeted. And here we're looking out to the front of the property. And at the front of the property, you can see where we were at the very beginning there, nice and secure and enclosed there. So now with all of that done, go back out, let's have a look in the back garden. So now look at the prize of the beautiful garden. It's a gorgeous space. Now it's got so many lovely things. I'm not definitely going to miss some things, so have a look for yourselves. But it's a lovely combination of an ornamental garden with this beautiful little pond here, and you can see a lovely little Chinese bridge in the background. And it's also got a lot of enjoyable space in it. Nice patio areas, beautiful mature apple tree there ready to yield its goodies for the autumn. And then around here, we're moving around towards the back of the house where that French door is into that front reception room. And then that's the back of the house. So it's lovely. It's the kind of garden where there's so much to enjoy in it. And I think that whoever is the next owner of this property is going to have a lot of fun making this their own. So that is Ashgrove. A pleasure to talk about, a pleasure to show you. And please do let us know if you have any questions on this property. Thank you so much for joining us.